What's going on? Sunday, 6 o'clock, Project Inside Hope. We do it every week, or we try to. We got snowed out a couple weeks ago, but we back. I'm Cricket, and this is McShin Foundation at Hatcher Memorial, 2300 Dunbarton Road, Richmond, Virginia. I'm thinking I'm gonna surprise Jonathan and let him facilitate this group, but he's angry, so I'm not. It's February 7th, man. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And you see these guys in the field, man. They could be out at Hooters eating wings. They could be at Kickback Jacks. They could be at home. They could be in the street somewhere drinking beer, partying, chasing dope, but they're not. They're here to come so that they can deliver a message of hope to you guys and girls who are still in jail. How many of us been in jail before? All of us. Except y'all remember Roxanne, and she's one of our participants' mom. We all been in jail, man, so we know what it's like to be sitting in there while everybody else is out celebrating Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday, man. So, you know, we remember that, Jonathan? Mm-hmm. Y'all remember it too, don't you?
Yeah. Over there, let you keep the TV on at night so you can see late enough. Just you got a cool deputy on.
Yeah, can we get late night, please?
29 bets on whatever team.
It'd be so many honey buns and oodles and noodles and beef sticks and hot pickles going around tonight. It don't make no sense, but we get it. We remember that. Yeah. We have all been there.
Making wraps.
Oh, y'all gonna wrap it up? I know y'all eating good up in there tonight, man.
I'll make buffalo chicken dip maybe Super Bowl Sunday.
And you boys at Pamunkey, y'all are enjoying freshly delivered pizzas. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good.
They're not getting that in general population, so it's pretty cool. You guys are getting rewarded for doing something different. We get rewards for doing something different too, man. What does a day in your new life look like, Jonathan? Compared to a day in your old life?
Completely different, man. I don't have to do the same old routine chasing dope anymore. I can make my own routine up. So
you're free to make choices now. That's what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
You were a slave to chasing dope?
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
What'd that look like for you? Getting up, having to figure out where you gonna get money from.
Same shit.
Who am I gonna have to lie to, screw over, manipulate, con, use? Was that like that for you?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And you don't gotta do that now?
Nope.
When was the last time you were in jail?
June 16th. When I got released.
And it's February 7th. That's a good little stretch for you, man.
Yeah.
Does it feel good not to be in jail?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You look excited. You know, look, the truth is, man, life is life. We have our ups and downs. You know, just because we're living new and overall we're happy and we go to bed at night feeling good about ourselves, that don't mean the clock stops, man. I mean, you know, the world's still spinning, you know, and shit's still happening. And we have mood swings, and we have times where we hurt, we have times when we're in pain, we have times when we're upset, we have times when we feel lonely, we have times when we're angry. But the truth is, man, overall, for the most part, we go to bed at night very pleased with the day we had, even in the ups and downs. Matthew, what's it look like for you now as compared to what it looked like before?
Well, it's still chaotic, I'll tell you that much, but it's a productive chaotic. Like, and it ain't really all too chaotic, it's just busy. Like, during the weeks I wake up between 5:30 and 6, go to work, get off at 4, well, sometime between 4 and a little after 4. And depending on where I'm working, I got sometimes working far away, but run home, shower if I have enough time, and then head on to a meeting, eat afterwards, I come home and go to bed, and then weekends I have a little more freedom to do what I want. But I stay busy and it helps. I don't know, like I definitely like this life better than the using days, that's for sure.
It's almost like a no-brainer, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
But like when you were using, you had no idea that life could be as good.
Yeah, and like when I was using, like if I had like a picture of like what I do today and what I do with it, I'd be like, fuck no, I don't want to go to work every day and all that. But like now I'm actually in it, I'm clean, I have sober thought, like I have actual like a mindset today that's clear. Like I can handle working and stuff like that. Like it's not like something I like completely dread. Like I can just get through it. You know what I'm saying? It's not that bad, and it's kind of rewarding feeling actually. But
Matt came through a drug program too. Actually, he helped kickstart one of the monkey body guys are in there right now. The L-Pod, McShin Project Trinity, and he not only did he help kickstart the thing, man, but he stayed in it. Once it started, he stayed in there until his release date, man, and he was very productive while he was in there. I want to say, I know you went back into the back shower one time with a dude. You know, beyond that, and then nothing sexual. It's, you know, it's fighting. He got a little temper on him, but like that was at first, and then you know I watched it. It was cool because I got to watch you grow in there. It's pretty cool. And like 4 days before he got out, he was worrying me to death all night because his bunk was right here and mine was right here. Tell me a story. Tell me a story. Tell me a story. And I told him stories for months, and then like right a couple days before he got out, he no longer wanted to hear stories. He wanted to hear how to budget my money. What do
you mean he wanted to hear stories?
He wanted to hear stories. He wanted to be selling bad talk shit.
Tell a story, be like, a lot of times there's a lot of wailing involved, but
Man, just a jokes story.
yeah, stuff we
It's a good storyteller.
But it was
Crick was telling no wailing involved.
It was crazy though, man, because here's this kid. He was a kid. I mean, I ain't trying to call you a kid, but he really was a kid. He got locked up at 18, you know. Here he was getting ready to get out, and he no longer wanted to hear stories. He wanted to hear like productive shit. It was pretty cool. And now, you know, he's got that foundation built in the program there. Now he's living a successful, productive life. You no longer cry to your mom and daddy and beg them and try to trick them to get money out of them, right? You really don't have to sit there and map out in your mind, all right, what lie did I tell to such and such? Because I don't want to. You don't really do that shit no more, you know?
Yeah, that was a tough piece. Trying to keep up with all them lines. That's a tough one right there.
I ain't trying to live like that no more, man. I'm glad you ain't too, man. What you got going on, buddy?
I'm trying to make some money, save some money. Started working this past week.
What kind of work you doing?
Moved household furniture.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I usually drive, but now I drive now because I ain't got a license, but my job title didn't change. So load trucks, mostly they bring it to me. I load it and supervise the stuff. I just don't drive. But it seems like I can hold money a lot better than I could about 2 months ago.
Well, 2 months ago you weren't holding no money except for until you got to the spot, right?
For the dope.
You holding it for the dope man.
Holding it for the dope man, correct?
Now you're holding it for John, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome stuff, man. What? How difficult will it be for you to get your license back?
Not
Just curious. You don't have to tell us.
$320 some.
$320 some. But like, in all actuality, man, that's easily attainable goal.
I actually let him get suspended over. It was $125 and $175 reinstatement fee, but I let him get suspended because I had him have my dope money.
Right.
Every day, so I didn't have that extra money put back for him. And I could have my full license back, and I just had a restricted license, and then I just let that go. And
But see, that's my point, though. You know, that was then, and you know, now you got what? How much clean time you got now?
35 days.
I was thinking it was.
She even
over
looks better.
4 days.
She looks so much better.
Don't he? That's crazy.
Got that glow.
I saw
Hey,
him the
look,
first
here-
night you came in.
This is perfect. I'm so glad Roxanne is up here because Roxanne is not like one of us. We're all suffering from the disease of addiction.
I was 148 pounds before I went into Tucker's. Now I'm like 176.
Oh, you just look healthier and
You do.
happier. And
Everybody says I got
you get your
24 pounds.
identity back.
You do got that. You do. You definitely got just that glow and that life back. You know what I mean?
So here we got the perspective of, you know, a non-addict, you know, because a lot of us, we see changes and shit, but the truth is, man, with the disease of addiction, we self-centered, man. We wrapped up in a world of cricket. We wrapped up in a world of Jonathan, and we don't really pay a whole lot of attention to details for other characters in that play, but she's not one of us, so like she can see changes more.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
The
cool
best
what she
part
says
about
that
it-
she sees.
The best
you
part
go
about it is my dad and I, we hadn't had a relationship in 20-some years because he knew I was using. And now it's like father and son all over again. He comes to the Wednesday night meetings, comes see me every Saturday, and I mean, he can tell I'm not, high anymore, and he knows I'm here, came here for myself. I wasn't made to come. It's a difference when you're made to come somewhere, because when you're made to come, you don't want to be here. So your chances of going back out, you're going to go back out. For me, anyway.
Right.
And I hit my bottom, and I was ready for something. I got lucky, made it here.
John been in the RISE program.
Oh yeah.
How was that for you? Be honest. I mean, they appreciate honesty.
It was all right. I mean, I got the 4.5 days, good time. That's all I was there for. I got relapse, so.
Carpet on the floor.
I tried the 90 days. I think I succeeded maybe 30 days, but I didn't have a license, didn't have any way to work. I didn't have any way to meet my parents. They do things. They don't want to take me every single night, so, I kind of got screwed. Plus I live in New Kent, so there's no bus line in New Kent.
Mm-hmm. Now the sticks.
Now I live in Lakeside, so.
You can get around by.
Yeah.
So was the RISE program, was that your first exposure to like the recovery process? Or?
My second. I went to Williamsburg Place when I was 17. I was the youngest guy in there. I was getting ready to turn 18. And I got made to go there. My dad made me go. My dad and I had the same exact name. And I was writing checks in my name, his name, $2,500 in 25 days. So they started getting them back, and I was on probation. They said, in jail or rehab. I go to rehab. And I stayed sober maybe 3 months after that. And then I started when I was about 18 and a half, going back crazy.
Ripping and running.
Ripping and running.
Tearing shit up.
Oh yeah.
No holds barred.
Yep, I got DUI in 96, 97, 2006. That's 3 within 10, made a habitual offender. And now I'm looking at a second DUI, which they're giving me consequences for a third because it's a felony DUI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, point of revocation.
Yeah.
So DUI revocation.
And that's a year mandatory minimum. So I was planning on running from all this, I was going to say to hell with court and all that stuff. Luckily I hit my bottom because I would have ran. I was headed to Florida. And I would have got caught eventually, and then been in more trouble probably.
Mm-hmm.
But that dope would change your whole life to make you just want that and not want nothing else. And I'm thankful I hit my bottom because went in Tuggers January 6th, hit my bottom January 5th. And just said I had enough, I was gonna be dope sick for one day. I was like, man, you know what, I've had enough of this shit. Got drunk and just got real depressed. Started crying and called my mom to tell her I was on heroin. And I was really drunk, so I really didn't care, what she thought. But she's like, I'm at church. Call me back later, so I started texting her. I need help, And I told her I was on heroin, which they weren't shocked because they knew I was losing weight and looked like death. And so ever since went to Tucker's, my dad really didn't come see me, didn't talk to me, but since I've been in here, he knows I'm trying this time.
Right.
And he thought I was just in Tucker's. The day before I came in here, I planned on relapsing. So I called the wrong person. They said, take these people, places, and things. Well, I called a buddy of mine to say, what's up? Well, old buddy of mine, let me rephrase that. He said, oh, looking at gram of dope right now. I said, well, damn, man, I got some money, man, coming tomorrow, man. Can you look out for me? Yeah, I got you, no problem. And then I woke up the morning, January 6th, and woke up and I knew I was getting released from Tucker's, and I was like, man, what the hell was I thinking last night? I just told myself I'm sick of that stuff. I need to go and check myself in somewhere immediately. And I called tons of people. I got lucky, here, got here on a scholarship.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad you brought that up because you're really like one in a million for real because that scholarship is not freely given out. That's like you lucked up that you got that, and that's so awesome. And I see the gratitude, you know, when I speak to you on a daily basis. Here's what I want to what I'd like for you to do for the guys and girls watching this, is I know you're doing good because I'm watching you developing your recovery. I deal with you on a daily basis. But these guys and girls, a lot of them, most of them, in fact, don't know you and they don't have a clue what you're doing out here. So can you just briefly tell them some of the things that you're doing good for your recovery and your new way of life?
Well, I'm in the McShin Foundation. I'm in the intensive recovery, and you got to achieve things. Like in order to get a cell phone, you have to get a home group and a sponsor, and then you have a cell phone. You go to groups all day. It's a little tougher the first 30 days on the intense program, but you know, it was tough chasing dope out there. So you know,
it's a whole lot easier than that, man.
Oh yeah, 10 times easier than that. You know. We go to NA meetings, sometimes 2 a day, sometimes 3 a day. We got one at noon, and then on Friday nights, Saturday nights it's 2 of them. In the evening time at the jail meeting, and then come back here to the Hatcher Church for a meeting. And you know, it's all right. I mean, it's better than what I was doing. I'm living it up now. I got some money in my pocket. And I suggest anybody, you know, if y'all want some good help, come to McShin. You know, I broke down, and when I came here, I called a bunch of places. They were like, "What's $18,000 if you don't have insurance?" I said, "Well," I got fed up, and I started saying, "Look, I'm an addict. I'm sick and suffering. Can you please help me?" And everybody kept saying, "Oh, it's cost money." I said, "Well, fuck you then." So I called, telling all of them, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you." I don't know how many places I called. Lifecenter and Galax. "Oh, well, we'll put you on a payment plan. Can you afford $1,000 a month?" I said, "Man, I'm sick and suffering. How the hell am I going to get $1,000 a month?" He said, "Well, I don't know." I said, "You mean Rob Lowe's?"
But the good news is that you did find somebody to work.
And then I called McShin, Zoss's girlfriend. She works in Tucker's. And she said, gave me a printout about it. And I called for 2-3 days. And the intake guy kept saying, "Call back a couple hours, call back a couple hours." And I felt like I was getting a runaround. But my higher power, at first I thought it was luck, but my higher power looked out for me, because on my way to my parents' house for a couple of days, on the 6th, they said,
Yes.
call back in a couple of hours, and I called back, and he said, "We'll be here at 1:30. And I was like, "Oh, all right, cool." So my dad took around the truck. I was here at 1:30, and they talked to David, and he said that, "Can I deal with young guys?" And I said, "I ain't got no problem, as long as they can deal with me." And I said, "Because I'm still young too." But he said, "You got your bags with you?" Because the guy that was supposed to show up didn't show up, and the guy before him didn't show up. And I just broke down crying, saying thank you. You know, I almost got my knees, but I didn't. But I don't know. I knew I needed somewhere to go, and they let me come here.
This scholarship that you got, it was this guy here, he alumni'd out, he was a participant in this program just like you are, and something happened, he passed away. So his parents, I'm not 100% sure, but I think one of them is a doctor.
Yeah, they donate 10,000 a year or something.
They do, specifically for people like you, people that are actively, diligently seeking something new. And that's what you did, man. Like, he ain't lying, he blew them up.
So they donate?
Please help me, please help me, please help me. And what they decided was, look, this guy's, he's chasing this thing. He wants something different bad. So he's a good candidate for this.
They actually said you can't work for 30 days. I've been with Shannon, not even 30 days yet. But they're letting me work now as of last week.
It's because you're doing so good, man.
Yeah, so.
That's good. Big Willie K.
What's up, Crooked?
That's a hell of a name too, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Roxanne, this is Big Willie K.
I know, I'm back downstairs.
Alright.
Yeah, that's me, Big Willie K.
Well, what you got going on, man?
Yeah, these days I'm doing pretty well, you know. I still got legal charges out the ass, but you know, I'm giving that to my higher power, hoping he takes care of all that. You know, in the past 6 years, I haven't been home more than 6 months, either going to rehab or going to jail. This time, I'm doing it different. I didn't go back to Dinwiddie, you know, it's just so I could get fucked up again. I came up here. I went to the Life Center, Galax, for take care of some legal stuff, and there it opened my eyes to a lot of things that all those other times I was doing it for the wrong reason. I wasn't doing it for me. This time I'm doing it for me. Basically, it's me first, you second. I can't get high and drink successfully. That's just how I run about it.
Before you go any further, bro, something jumped out at me that you said, man. Like, you went to Galax,
Yeah.
what is it, Life Center?
Yes.
Galax. All right, basically what I got from that is, all right, so you were there partially, if not mostly, because you were trying to get out of some trouble.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what I want you guys watching this to focus on, man, is, you know, that's a lot of our stories. You know, most of us got exposed to a recovery process and a new way of life because we was in a situation where we had to, right? Y'all, most of y'all can relate to that. Like, I got mine in L-Pod. Like, I mean, I was in jail. I had the choice between being in G-Pod, 18 and 6, with a cellmate that snored and farted. You know, that was that was option A, or option B, go to L-Pod, open dormitory with a big screen TV, donuts and coffee on Mondays, and you know, pizza for the Super Bowl and shit like that. I mean, it was a no-brainer for me, man. When I got in there, and like my eyes started opening up to some things, like you said.
Yeah, absolutely, because, you know, I could have went back I could have went back and did Woody after that program, but then I sat there for a second absorbing all they were saying. I was like, I've done that every time, and it's like I've gone back out. So I made the change to do something different. I came to McShin. I came here to fucking change my life around. Yeah, I haven't changed the whole 360, I'd say about 180, but because there's still a lot of work to do, but I'm making a fucking change.
You are, man, you are. Do you regret coming here? Do you regret actively seeking a new life? You don't lay in bed at night saying, man, fuck this, man, I'm tired of doing good.
Absolutely not. I'm happy today. I can generally laugh at stupid shit. You know? It's a good life I have today. Shit, I mean, I'll be out in a month or so, but it's a good month. It's been twisted turns here and there, but I can look back and say, this is a good day. This is a good day to be clean and sober. I mean, I make 2 meetings a day, or at least 1 a day, just so I can keep up with my recovery. I'm still actively seeking a sponsor, still actively seeking a home group, but you know, I put in my higher power's hand, he's got me.
I love it, man. I love it. Don't you like that shit, Ryan? When a newcomer comes around, man, they getting it.
Yeah.
What you got going on?
Life, man, same shit.
Man, I saw a video Ryan posted on Facebook. You got Ryan, you and Ryan friends on Facebook? Y'all do that. Ryan Riggs, Roxanne Combs do that. He put a video on Facebook earlier of his little girl that was in the video.
Oh, he did?
And she was in the back seat. And back there singing, what was she singing?
Use the comment on myself.
How old is she?
2.
Y'all, I wish y'all could see it, man. It was so cute, man.
Yeah, so I don't know, you know. I mean, my day kind of like Matt said, man, you know, I'm busy, but just this weekend, you know, I can just tell you what my day was like Saturday. Like, Matt picked me up Saturday morning. I went and got my kids for the weekend. We went from there to, Matt and I are in the same sponsorship family, so we went to our sponsor's house, and it was like 8 of us. We made a big ass breakfast, scrambled eggs, bacon, biscuits and gravy, potato casserole, French toast. I mean, like,
Come out that breakfast coma.
So anyway, we did all that, man, and then you know, like our sponsorship family, we meet and we kind of sit around and just talk about, you know, what's going on with us and kind of give each other feedback. You know, it's kind of like help us be better men, man. So
Y'all talk about real life shit.
yeah,
Like what you going through.
Yeah, and it ain't like no meeting where it's an hour long. I mean, this shit can go on for 5 hours. It has.
But y'all get down and dirty, man. You lay it on the line,
Right.
right?
You tell what's going on with you, and then if they think you're not being fully honest, they gonna tell you what they think going on with you. Like, I mean, we just go at each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part, it's a boosting up thing, but it's like.
It's like a big therapy session.
Yeah, man, you know, it's good, man, it's good.
So I'm trying to imagine this, I'm trying to picture this. It's a group of 8 guys, all y'all doing something different.
All us free, all us got jobs, all us got responsibility. Like, we do this because it's part of, all of us are, because of doing this, like, ain't nobody in that group using. Everybody's clean. You know what I mean? Like, Jesse's about to move, my sponsor's about to move out. He's done had custody of his 2 kids, living in the apartment, no license. He about to get a license back, moving to a bigger place. Some of the other guys in there got a couple years, some got 30 days, or, not 30 days, but there's some guys with, smaller amounts of clean time. It's just our way of, getting together and building that bond as a family. I mean, just like this group, the guys that are consistently here, like we build a bond in here, we fellowship one another. It's just, it's like accountability, man. It's good to be accountable to somebody. So I did that, and then we went to, and I went to my wife's, then we took the kids to the park, and then went over to one of my wife's co-worker's house. She was not an addict, but we went over her house and like played with her kids, and I got my ass whipped on Madden 16 by her son.
Damn.
Yeah, he was punishing me too, but I was giving him a hard time. But it was cool because I was losing by like 1 at halftime, and I was like, yeah, he thought he was gonna whip my ass. My second half and whip me. But that's just how my life goes, man. I woke up this morning, took my kids home. We stayed at my wife's last night, brought them to my house this morning, and then, I made them some breakfast, and we watched a movie, and I made them lunch, and just did daddy stuff, man.
I love that you got a tight sponsorship family like that, man. That is so awesome. The truth is, man, like when we get out and we want to do something different than what we've been doing for years, we get out and we meet these cool people. Like, these are real dudes you're looking at. And they're real dudes that him and Matt's talking about too, that's not on this camera. But like, and like we said earlier, life still shows up. Life still got some sucky areas in it. But if we're having a bad week or something, man, we get with these real people that we network with, and we talk about it. And they don't judge us. They don't talk about us behind our back. Man, you don't believe what Cricket said. It's not right. Yeah, that doesn't go on with your sponsorship.
No, I don't, because we hold each other accountable. If we say something about each other, it's out of concern. Like, if Matt's going through something, like if Matt, say for instance, Matt calls me and he's going through something, I might call somebody in my sponsorship family and say, hey, give Matt a call.
Matt, right.
You know what I'm saying? And help boost him up. We're not gonna be like, man, what are you doing? Ain't shit. It ain't like that. But either way, like, I think you hit on a key point. Like, I can remember being locked up and thinking like people that had recovery were like lame or squares or whatever. I'm telling you right now, like, if people in my sponsorship line ain't no suckers. You know what I'm saying? All of us, I'm talking about like some certified, you know what I mean?
You're right. You
run the streets, like, did it, you know what I mean? Like, ain't no chumps. Like, these people that have been doing the stuff that we do, and are leading productive lives, man, and are being men, they ain't sitting behind bars letting somebody else put money on their books and all that dumbass shit, you know what I mean? They take care of their families, they got houses, some of them, you know what I mean? They got good jobs, these are people that come from where we come from, from the bottom, and that's what I need to do, man. I need to surround myself. They told me one time, if I want to own a business, then what do? I hang out with people that own businesses so that I can learn how to have a productive business. I don't hang out with people that got businesses that fail, that ain't got no business no more. I'm talking about people that are productive, and that's what we do, man. We hang out and we build each other up, and and I can go to them and say, Jesse, for example, got his 2 kids, got custody of them, and all that stuff. And I ain't got custody back of my kids, but he's where I'm trying to get to. Like, he done been through the stuff that I'm about to go through. So it's like, I can go to him and value his, his guidance, because he's done gone through it. And so, that's just what we do, man.
Start from the bottom, now you're here.
Well, I ain't there yet, but I'm working on it. It's just awesome, man. And that's just my life. And when I'm not with them, I'm with my other friends in recovery. I'm always constantly with people that are on the same path as me. Because if I get with somebody that's going in a different direction, then I'm gonna either end up you know, a whole lot more likely of a chance that I'm gonna end up going wherever it is they're going, and they're not gonna end up going where I want to be headed. So,
Right, I mean, because it's pretty much self-explanatory. They say around here, you know, if you want what we got, do what we do. Right, and it makes sense because when we wanted to smoke flavor, we hung around with people that knew where the good flavor was. Right, Jonathan? All right. When we wanted to hit a lick, we hung around with the people that had the big, you know, back seats that we could load up with loot. You know, that's what we did. Now we want something different, damn it, and we hanging around them people that's doing something different. It's really, it's absolutely a blessing, but it's really cool how somebody like us, and I know, I've been in jail with most of the people in this room. It's crazy, and some of y'all have been in jail with several times. Jonathan, yeah. Right. But the truth is, man, here we are, we doing something different, man. We doing something different.
You just gotta shake that mentality, man. You know, like that's what I was hitting on. Like you gotta shake that. Like if you sitting there right now and you got that criminal, prisoner mentality, like you can keep that shit if you want. You can hold on to it. You can get out, keep it. But guess what? You gonna keep getting what you got. A prisoner mentality don't keep you nothing in prison.
That's what it do.
You know what I mean? Get out here. Like get like learn how to live life out here. You know, I used to be bad for about the dudes that used to sit in there. You know, and this is no offense to nobody, but like the dudes that did like long stretches in prison. That were like, you know, like in prison, that's valuable. Like you know how to operate in prison. That's valuable when you're in that system. But like if you know, you got all these prison values, like some of that stuff may apply out here a little bit, but like for the most part, like you know, that stuff, all that stuff that you live, I mean, that's a whole different society. You gotta learn how to operate out here, man.
Live a life worth of living.
Yeah, man. I mean, and. You know, it ain't easy to do, especially when, you know, there's people in there. I'm sure some of y'all are just like me. Like, I did that shit for years and years. I mean, since I was 13 years old until I was 32. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, that's who I was. And I believed that that's how you were supposed to be, you know. And then until I realized, like, damn, I don't know nothing. Like, I can't even, you know. I gotta learn how to do something different, and then you know from doing this, man, like life has got better, and it just is what it is, you know. Now I'm chasing after, you know, trying to learn how to you know have that out here. So, you know, how to productive, you know, learn how to be productive and learn how to, you know, just like in prison or in jail, you got to learn how to adapt. You know, we learn how to adapt, and some of us that done did a lot of time learn how to adapt and thrive. You know, and that is like, we know how to hustle and do little things that you got to do in there. The same thing out here, man. You know, you got to find what it is that works and then learn how to do that to the best of your ability and then do more, you know, so.
I'm with you on that mentality piece though, man. I know me personally, man. I'm like you, I've been in there over half my life, you know, in and out of jails and prisons and stuff. And I had to let that shit go, man, because, you know, we get in there, like you said, we got to adapt. But they told me when I first came around and wanted to start doing something different, they said, Cricket, is very simple. You don't have but one thing to change. You got to change one thing. And that one thing is everything. You know, you got to change one thing. All you require to change is one thing. Everything. Right? And that's what I'm trying to do, Ryan. I'm trying to change everything because the way I was living was not good, man. It was not good. Devin, what you been up to, man?
Well, I've been just working a lot. I guess with the pieces on where I was living then or what I'm doing now. I wake up with this sense of peace now, man. I had it years ago when I had, you know, multiple years of sobriety, and that was the best thing about being clean, was waking up with that sense of peace, knowing everything's all right. I don't gotta go to school, I don't gotta use, I don't have to lie. But yeah, man, I wake up in the house. I wake up really early. You know, I like structure in my life. So I wake up about between 4:30 and 5, so I can get up and make my moves around the house while everybody else is sleeping. So I can take my time to meditate and read my daily bread, my daily reflection, and you know, start my day off well. And then I just try to help, you know, these people waking up. And I'm in a recovery house, so I kind of help with the main house itself. And with anything, just like it is in jail or in the streets or out here on the land, as you always say sometimes. Yeah, as if you all want to vote or something, but you know, you deal with the same thing. You deal with attitudes, you know, people, you know, you deal with life on life terms, and And I just try to be I try to be as positive and understanding as possible, man, because recovery is not the only thing going on in my life. It's the number one thing, but it's not the only thing. And it's funny how they brought up, you know, if you want to be successful, be around successful people. If you want to be, you are who you hang out with. I'm pretty sure all of us has heard that a million times growing up, and you're like, no, mom, no, dad, you know, they cool, don't worry, they all right, don't worry. You know, just kind of get them off. And then the fact was, it wasn't, and it is very true. Right now, I have 4 houses remodeled in Church Hill. I got a house, old modular home we're remodeling out in Louisa. I got a barbershop being built on the corner of Glenside Stables Mill called King's Quarters Barbershop and Auto Detailing. So check it out on Facebook when y'all get out. It's coming soon. I have a girl. I got stuff with her. I got responsibilities within recovery. You know, I got to call my sponsor. I got to work my steps. I got to make sure I squeeze that in. Actually, that comes in first, because if recovery and God if you don't have that, you don't have everything else that comes along with it. And my boss, he's in recovery. The people I hang out with, or if they're not in recovery, they're businessmen. Which I try to find the businessmen that at least know what I'm going through. You know what I mean? So they know whatever they got. They know when Devin comes around, hey, don't talk about this, or hey, make sure or make sure certain people ain't around me. But I don't have to wake up and have to worry about what I got to do that day, or I got to take this money and this and that and move around. I know I can wake up at 5. I got a lot of responsibilities, man, and that's in stress itself, and these responsibilities in life coming at you the way it does sometimes, it gives your addiction plenty of reasons to go get high or go drink. And this last month, or not this month, but the last 30 days has been some crazy stuff going on in my life, and I don't have to use over it.
That's right.
No matter what. I got a dog when I was 22. Her name's Princess. She's raised at Zed's King Castle. She's 8 years old now, or getting ready to turn 9. And I had to give her up because of where I'm at. And it messed me up. That dog been there since I was 22. It was my 22nd birthday present, and I did agility classes with her. Smartest thing in the world. I don't have any kids, so I had to give her up. I had to let her go somewhere else. And they say sometimes that, if you love something, you gotta let it go, and I had to, just because of where I'm at. And then my dad he's going through. He's starting recovery now, which I'm so glad. Certain contracts not coming through like they're supposed to, that's stressful. We got people coming out the doors that are relapsing. You got a heart for them. You don't know what God has planned for them. If He's going to take them home, or He's got to drag them through the mud for a couple more months. You know what I mean? For them to lose everything, and that's how I do my daily inventory like that all the time. And sometimes I just want to help everyone. And I can't do what I can do. Try to love them, worry about the outcomes of that person and God, and remember that I tried, and that's it. I can't hold, resentments towards myself. And always go to the people that have clean time, or people that are positive, not going to the people that just came in. Because a lot of times our addiction, same within jail, a lot of times when a guy comes from the streets, most of the people flock to him because he's from the streets. That's where he just came from. So they want to know what's going on out there. They can feel that street mentality. Same with this. Somebody comes in from just using, or just used hours before they came in, you draw to that. You're basically going right to your addiction, and you want to hear the riffraff and the stuff that what they call man used to always say, that pretty shit. You know what I mean? That stuff that worldly crap. You know what I mean? And that's not what I want in my life. I don't want that no more. I can do that all by myself. I don't need somebody else, and I just don't try to corrupt my mind with that stuff no more, man. And yeah, we're human. We do stupid stuff. We all have our little character defects, and we try to help them out. But the main thing is to better myself. I'm 30 years old. I'm still young. And I want to be successful. I want to help people. And but I know if I don't know anything, I know not how to get high. You know what I mean? Or use, or put myself in a position. I have a decision today, a conscious decision to do the right thing, man. And it's funny because they're talking about, hanging out with the right people. I got to go to a man's house, a $1.5 million house. Is a man, he's the head of radiology, medicine and stuff. He's a little guy. He's probably 110 pounds, soaking wet, like 5 foot. You wouldn't even know it, man. I got to go in there and hang out with this guy, man. And I had this man make me a cappuccino out of a real cappuccino machine and sit down and get some wisdom and knowledge. And I'm thinking, I'm sitting there sipping on this thing, and I'm like, oh, junkie like me, sitting in this man's house while he gets up and walks away. He leaves me in there. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, this man just left me in here. Well, you know, cappuccino made it for me. He, you know, you drink coffee? I'm like, yeah, you know, he made me coffee. I was actually sitting in this house with this man, a man of much power, of much wisdom, and as he had, and the man wanted to know what I do. You know, he don't know nothing about recovery. You know, he never had that problem. You know, but he knows he knows medicine and you know, doing X-rays and running that stuff through your body and learning if you have cancer and stuff like that. So I want to know something about that. You know what I mean? So. It's all about what you want, man, and how you're going to do stuff, and opportunity is going to show itself, and that's what life's all about, is opportunity, man. And today, y'all, when y'all get out, or while you're in there, man, just shed some love or some, you know, word of encouragement, even if it's just like, hey, man, you all right today? Just to throw a little piece out there. You don't know. You know, words are powerful, man. Very powerful. You can screw somebody's day up real quick by just saying something off the wall, or you can, you know, say something real kind, and and that kindness will spread, man. It's like a ripple effect. And this world's too screwed up already, man. And I think we just, you know, for me, that's what I gotta do, man. But yeah, life's getting better, man. And the closer to recovery you get, man, and closer to your higher power of God you get, the harder it's gonna get, because your addiction's gonna attack you even more. When you're out there running around getting high, doing whatever you was doing, the addiction didn't really care, safe or whatever. It didn't care because you're doing exactly what it wanted you to do. So now you're trying to get right, and it's coming at you, man. And I always tell people, you know, they got men and women in the house. I said it's easy to do bad and hard to do good. We've done it for so long, you know what I mean? Since we were a little kid. The first part of rebellious is when we first speak, and the first word that comes out of our mouth is no. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We don't even know what we're saying. It's already planted in us before we even know, and then, you know, it goes further, man. But make a change in somebody's life, man. A word of encouragement, a word to, you know, ear to listen, a hug, man, or adapt. You know, you're in a situation you don't want to hug nobody. You know what I mean? I understand. You know, you gotta put your armor on, and you know, you gotta be a certain somebody, which is fine. You gotta adapt. We gotta live. We gotta be able to survive, and that's cool, but just know when you step out here past them doors, man, there's a place, there's a family, people that love you, that care about you. We don't know you, we just know that you're trying to do better, and that's all we need to know to love you. And try to keep helping you, man. And hopefully I get to see some of y'all one day, either coming in, going back out, but coming in to spread some love, or see y'all when y'all get here, man. This is a great place, great foundation, great people. Don't feel afraid, because we've all done it. We've been there, we've done it, and you see we're here, we're loving it. We're missing the Super Bowl, which it don't matter. My team's not playing, so I don't care. So I'm just gonna go for the wings and some soda. So I look forward to this meet, man. So y'all keep doing what you're doing. Love somebody, man. Go to somebody positive. Be positive, and enjoy the rest of this thing after, you know, we're done with this. I know Cricket said he's going to show a little something, so I hope y'all enjoy it. And I love y'all. Be good. Stay clean, stay positive, and keep coming back, man.
It blows my mind, man, when I watch and listen to people speak and stuff, man. It's like Devin is he's perfect example of what I'm getting ready to talk about. He's doing good, and it's clearly evident when you hear him speak, man. He's committed to this cause. People gave him hope. They've shown him a way to live better, and now he's giving it back. And like, I mean, he ain't just up here just, you know, making a weak attempt at trying to give it back. He's like, I mean, he's trying to sell y'all on this thing, man, because he wants y'all to get a taste of this good life that he's living, man. Y'all see it, you know what I'm saying? And Devin, he feels it. You know, I mean, that shit's awesome, man. The truth is, everybody up here is doing good, because like I said, I do you all on a regular basis. Even Jonathan's doing good.
Man, that boy a miracle, man.
I'm telling you right now, I've known him for years, man. He's never done this good in his life. He does have a problem cutting his cell phone ring off. He got a hell of an addiction to that cell phone, man. Y'all don't even know. I live with the dude. He's terrible on that thing, man, for real. And what they call that in recovery, substitution. One drug for another.
Sunday.
One is too many.
Thousands never enough.
Thousand never enough for you, man. But we're glad Roxanne came. Y'all know Roxanne. She's our favorite mom, and she's like one of Project Inside Hope's biggest fans. In fact, right before the show, she was like, did y'all upload last week's on there yet? And I was like, no.
I haven't seen the last two.
No, we haven't uploaded them yet. They will be uploaded. For those of y'all that don't know, we burn these videos and we bring them into the area jails. But we also upload it on YouTube. So people all the way across the country are, they trying to get a taste of this hope message just like y'all are. But Roxanne, she jumped feet first in this thing. She's liked it from the start. She's been a big fan. She's been a very proud supporter of it.
I just love seeing everybody recover.
Ain't it crazy? It's a beautiful thing, man.
Just love it.
And we care now. Now that we're doing something different, we care. We care if Jonathan recovered. We care if Matt's doing good. We care that John is 35 days clean. You know what I'm saying? We didn't care about none of that shit when we were living the way we were living. Chasing dope, I wouldn't be up here on a Sunday night during the Super Bowl game.
It's a job all by itself, man.
Right, it's just pretty cool. Is any you want to say anything? Roxanne didn't really want to speak tonight, but we asked her to come and sit in the group anyway. Say hi.
Hey, everybody.
All right, we're getting ready to wrap this thing up. Does anybody else have anything else they want to say to these guys and girls still in prison from jail?
Dad, go ahead, quick.
Jonathan, you got something?
Y'all know I'm Jonathan.
Johnny. Crispy.
Let me tell you a little something. I was in the RISE program. I left, bullshitted my way through it, and went out and OD'd. So this time I come to this program, I started listening to people like Cricket. He aggravated the shit out of me for real. Shit's gonna change, man. Shit's gonna change. And I didn't believe it. Thought he was full of shit. I didn't like hugging people. Still kind of makes me nervous a little bit. But I went to my PO the other day, and I've been manipulating the PO by transferring. So they give you a 45-day grace period, and you can, transfer. And I ain't seen one in 2 months since I've been in the program. So finally one come to the house the other week, told me, to schedule a meeting or whatever. So I went there, of course I went there and, 2 pairs of thermals, boxers, because I thought I was violated. When I went there, they got a little file thing that says show cause, pending cases, and he pulled mine off the show cause. So I was like, damn, man, I am going to jail. Well, being that I put effort forth and got in this program before they made me, they gave me another chance. And instead of being on indefinite probation, they put me on colors for 9 weeks and I'll be off before the summer. So there's a change. The shit works, man. The shit works. I can't deny this shit no more, man.
You just gotta hang in there though, right? It don't happen overnight.
No.
It's like, we all like get paid at the end of the week, but if we don't work any, our check ain't gonna be shit.
Mm-hmm.
So the harder we work, the more hours we put in, the bigger our check is. And we'll possibly get a big bonus every once in a while too if we're real good at it. It's the same thing with this.
And I've been given dirty urines in Richmond, Hanover, and Henrico. So I got 2 or 3 in each county. And they're still giving me a chance to get off, being that I showed initiative to get in this program by myself.
That's good shit, man. Thank you for sharing that. What you got, man?
I just want to say on like this shit really does work, right?
Cause I remember I was sitting in jail, and I was just like thinking, like meditating, like, man, what if I got out, and I got my shit together, and I could share my story with like the younger kids or whatever. Then I got out, and I decided to try to do it my way one more time, and that went out the window. I mean, that was on the back burner. I didn't think whatever happened, like I'm doing me. That didn't work out for me. Came McShin, and I started doing what I was supposed to. And that thought started coming back slowly. Last week I was asked to speak at Deep Run High School. I spoke there 2 nights in a row. And Man, it's an overwhelming feeling, man. Being able to like share my story and hopefully like make a difference. And then this weekend I was asked to maybe come speak in front of 70 some teens at a YMCA program too.
Wow.
So I mean, like this shit works, man. Like I never would have thought like Deep Run High School would ask me to come share my story at their school, man. They wouldn't even let me come to school half the time for half the year, senior year. Now literally they forced me to be homeschooled half the year, senior year. So like them to ask me come back and share my story, like this shit works. This shit works, man. It's like you gotta just put your everything into it. You gotta do what's right even when it don't, like you don't feel like doing it. Even when it makes you uncomfortable. And it's not easy to do, you gotta do it. Man, it's an overwhelming feeling, man.
This shit's amazing, for real.
Yeah.
And yes, Roxanne, he did a kick-ass job. You look on McShin's website.
What, it's on there?
It's on, and I know it's on their Facebook page. Look on it's like six and a
Are
half
you
minutes.
nervous or do you feel good about?
Well, the first night I had just come from a funeral, literally went straight from a funeral of this girl who committed suicide by overdose, 19 years old. Her funeral was on her 20th birthday. So the first night was a little rough and I was real nervous and stuff. The second night I was still a little nervous, but it went pretty smoothly. And they recorded it the second night. And last I heard it had over 7,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's smoking, man. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You did real good, man. Matt, you're doing good. We love you, man. Ryan, you have something?
Not particularly.
Just for
Who was
Always.
it? Somebody over there said he wanted to say something?
I'll say something real quick. Hey, to all the old heads in there, man, I'm pretty sure you can look around inside there. You see a bunch of young bucks, man. Give them some word of encouragement, man. We got a generation out here, people out here don't know what's going on. They're going ahead killing themselves, doing some crazy stuff. As Matt, just told you, man. Share some strength, some wisdom, some hope to them, man. Because our generation's falling apart, man. So y'all old heads in there, man, give some good word of encouragement. Take some of them young bucks under your wing, man. Show them what they don't want to be, and show them what they should be. Because it's crazy out here. So, play a part in their life, man. Give some wisdom, encouragement. Let them know what they don't need to be doing, man. Y'all young bucks, man, listen, man. Sometimes sometimes you'll hear a message from somebody you don't even like that'll save your life, man. So just y'all keep doing what you're doing, man. I hope I see some of y'all, like I said. So love y'all. Y'all be good.
Brian, go ahead.
If you're getting out soon, man, if you're getting out anytime soon, come up here, to have church. They got, whatever going on, there's some meetings. Or you can get in touch with me, man. My phone number is 804-263-3291. Okay? 804-263-3291. Call me, man, when you get out. Even if you just need some guidance on how to get to a meeting somewhere or whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, the way you start out, the way you walk out that door, is going, that sets the tone. Man. What you do in that first 24 hours, is going to dictate what's going to happen. So when you get out, if you don't want to call me, just get on it. I can't even say the website, but break a tradition right there. But anyway, get in touch with me or get in touch with somebody, man, in the recovery community. Hopefully I will see you out here, man. We'll put you in the fold, we'll get in and get some recovery.
That's a valuable number to have too, man. Very valuable number to have. Most of us in the circle have that number in our list and we use it. Ryan's a great dude, man. Do not be confused to think you're gonna be able to call him collect and ask him to send you a holiday.
That's dead.
Because he is
That's
not
dead.
he is
Don't call
not
me and ask me can I give you some money to stay in the hotel and all that.
He is not no slouch, man. All them manipulatory games and shit we've been playing for years. But if you want to find a new way of life, man, you bring that number, man. He can show you some things.
Absolutely.
All right, so look, this is what we do, man. We hang out. We get out. We don't want to go back. We seek something new, and this is what it looks like. We get with good people that are also trying to do something new, and we feed off each other's energy, man. And we care about each other. And it keeps us clean, which helps us live a better way. It's pretty cool, man, for real. Y'all come on out, man, come see us. Again, we're at the McShin Foundation, which is 2300 Dumbarton Road. It's in Richmond. It's a one-of-a-kind place, man. For real, saved my life.
Most laid-back program out there.
It's,
Cricket, did anything good happen to you this week?
Yeah, you ain't touching me.
Did anything good happen to me this week? I'm glad you asked that, man. I've gotten 2 promotions.
Yeah,
I've gotten
that's
2
what
promotions in the last week. And the truth is, I wouldn't have got either one of them if I was using, because I wouldn't be working at the place that I'm working at if I was using. So yeah, life is really good for me right now, man. Jordan, zoom all the way out and come on here in front of the camera, because I want these guys to know who's filming. Just come on in. This is Jordan, man. He's also a resident at one of our houses here. And Jordan, man, as soon as he got to this program, as soon as he got to McShin, he found out what we were doing up here on Sunday nights, and he jumped at the opportunity. He practically begged us to come up here and run the camera for us. So it's pretty cool that he did that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
He's
Jordan.
somewhat of a celebrity if you look closely at his neck right there.
Yeah.
He already got he already got a group.
All right, so look, we're gonna go and close this thing out like we do, man. Good job, everybody. All right, Ryan, take us on about here.
I still do, man. We stand in circles, but we don't do lines no more. Never do lines. What about it?
God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, keep coming back. It works if you work it. You die if you don't. So you work it and live.
Good group, fellas, good group. 15 minutes of group. 15.